In the digital age that we live in today, storing and keeping information safe are some of the most important aspects of modern society. Today I want to talk to you about one of the newest and most widespread types of New Age storage, cloud storage. Before we get into the details of what cloud storage actually is and how it works, let's start talking about some of the recent advances in cloud storage technology. Although cloud storage is already considered one of the easiest ways to store information, there are still a number of improvements that have occurred over the last several years. First, let's start with the cost of cloud storage. For companies on an individual basis, the cost of cloud storage has dropped by a large margin each year, which only adds to the benefits of an already complete system. Another concept that has developed over time in regards to cloud storage is that it takes a lot less management effort for providers to maintain their product for customers. One last point to discuss is the seemingly endless use of infinite storage available. Of course, the more storage a company uses, the more it will cost, but it is pretty incredible that there is not a ceiling on the amount of information that can be stored. With all the data that we produce and download each day, sometimes simple hardware storage is not enough. Many people are using cloud storage today because it is a third-party type of storage that can be accessed from anywhere and does not use up disk space on your computer. Instead, the internet provides the connection between your computer and your data. With cloud storage, there is not some magical cloud that is able to store massive amounts of data. The concept is actually a little less complex than most people believe. Basically, users of cloud storage rely on some sort of outside server or servers. The user's computer is connected to this server through the internet. Then when a user wants access to those files, he or she connects to the server and either gets a copy sent back or accesses the files directly on the server. One important aspect of cloud storage is the use of redundancy. Because servers can fail and files can be lost, cloud storage services store all of a user's data on multiple servers so that it is always backed up. That is why data centers used for cloud storage are normally very large, and one cloud service normally uses different power sources in different locations so that a user can always have access to his or her data. Now that you have a better understanding of what cloud storage truly is, we want to get into the true topic of this video. Is cloud storage actually safe for all of its users? Today, companies seem to be really pushing the use of cloud storage, which is storing your information in public or private data space. A cloud that we can't see or touch, but that apparently holds all of our precious information. But the biggest questions that arise are, how can sharing your information on a public data space be as safe or safer than our external drive methods? The answer really relies on the companies that we trust our information with. So I must ask, are you comfortable enough with cloud computing as well as the companies who endorse it to hold your private information? Here are a few security threats that we believe every person should be aware of. The CSA, or Cloud Security Alliance, states that cloud security brings new risks to the table. If an attacker gains access to your credentials, with all of your information being stored on one online server, this hacker would have access to everything you have ever saved and could manipulate data, falsify information, and do other harmful things to your data. A scary related incident recently happened with Google Apps. A hacker first hijacked a Twitter employee's official email account. With all information being in the cloud, a single breach led to a wealth of stolen information. However, the fault of the breach relies mainly on weak passwords. In another example, Evernote recently forced 50 million of its users to reset passwords after a hacker gained access to their storage. When Evernote's cloud system was compromised, so were its users and their information. This breach was not in the fault of the users, but in the fault of the company and their systems. This leads to the fact that when using cloud storage through a company and using their storage space for information, if they go down, so do you. A lot of the cloud storage relies on the users and the companies protecting them, but with the recent companies being hacked and much information being leaked over the cloud, there is no saying what is safe and what is not. But for the most part, keeping data safe through cloud storage is relatively simple if enough time is taken to properly secure it. The cloud is only as safe as the user makes it. The first step to keeping information safe is a strong password. Hackers can easily crack common one-word passwords or chronological numerical order passwords. This will leave your data vulnerable. A password containing a combination of special characters, numbers, and letters will be more difficult for a hacker to obtain. Also, users never should rely on solely cloud storage as their main storage system. Another way to keep information on the cloud safe is to back it up to physical sources, such as external hard drives. This way, if the cloud somehow crashes and all of your information disappears, you will still have the data on your external source. Also, you could back up your data to another cloud storage service. For example, you should upload all information to both Google Drive and Dropbox. If one were to fail, your data would still be safe on the other. And finally, one of the most safe and secure methods of keeping information on cloud storage safe is through encryption. Through the use of some free software, you can, in a sense, lock the document with a password and upload it to the cloud. Only you or someone who knows the password can unlock the document and view the information. A well-encrypted file is extremely difficult to decrypt without the password. The combination of strong passwords, a reliable backup, and a good encryption will ensure you that your cloud data is secure. In conclusion, cloud storage is an innovative and revolutionary new technology that makes storage easier each year. But for effective usage, a user must rely on an outside company and keep his data safe through methods such as encryption, password security, and other types of storage. For the common user, cloud storage is very effective and easy to use, but everyone must be aware of its issues as they move forward in cloud storage technologies.